It's just gonna be a story time about the first time I got in a fight. Besides the fights with my brothers. And this took place in the sixth grade. So that was about 2018. And this took place in gym locker room after gym class. And a little bit backstory. Me and the person I fought, we played on the same football team back in the fourth grade. We're also in the same class. We're in the same class in fifth grade too. But before fifth grade, actually no, like during the summer of going into the sixth grade, the the school changed something about like nuts and stuff. So now you can have nuts in school, and I'm allergic to nuts, like deadly and my bad, deadly allergic. So my parents were worried about that. So for the first 7 weeks of sixth grade, I went to this other school, and then so after that, I said there was a spot open and that I couldn't, go there, but just take precautions, which I never did. They said I had to go there, but like, I mean, my parents said I could go there, but I had to just wipe stuff down, which I never did. But yeah, besides that, there was an open spot, so I went to the school, and a lot of people missed me and stuff like that. I was greeted, and he was one of the people that greeted me. We've always been cool and stuff, so it was I mean it was expected. But after that, and this fight happened like I think in May, April, like one of those months. It was near the end of the school year. So after this had like after I arrived, I went to I alternated between band class and gym class, and we were both in those classes together. I was playing trombone and he did too, so we was always talking to each other in class. We've never really been that close, but we've had some good conversations, fun times and stuff. Uh, yeah. So skip the back story stuff. We were playing dodgeball in the gym, right? And I didn't really play. I didn't really like dodgeball like that. To be honest, I didn't like really playing sports in gyms to begin with because people were way too competitive and it was just not fun. But we had team captains as usual. He was one of the team captains, and I was one of the people who had to get picked. So here's the thing. Here's how this where this leads up into the fight. I was kind of a little confused on why he didn't pick me, which I didn't care too much about, but at the same time, it's like, we homies and stuff. People in gym class pick their homies, which you really shouldn't because, like, you should pick the team that you think is going to win, but whatever. Uh, I was kind of, I wasn't really digging that, So the game goes on. I didn't even get to play. I think they accidentally skipped over me, which at first I was like, "Wow, y'all really skipped over me." But then I was like, I don't even care. I didn't even want to play in the first place, which I really felt 'cause I don't like dodgeball. I mean, not dodgeball, kickball. So me and him, we went back to the locker room. I mean, I didn't go with him, but the whole class went back to the locker room. After the gym was dismissed, right? And I confronted him, but I was like, "Why didn't you pick me?" You know, I can't remember the exact words except for this one part, and he said like, "Oh, are you gonna cry?" Like and he compared me to another school maybe we went to. I'm not gonna say his name either, but that kind of angered me a little bit. It's like really, I just and I wasn't even like angry. I was on some calm stuff. I just confronted him, but I can see where I'm in the wrong with this because like he was maybe joking a bit. Even one of my other friends, but like after that, he told me that he liked to joke a lot of stuff. Which at first, after the fight, I was kind of like, bro, how am I in the wrong? Like, dude just dissed me, but at the same time, I can see what's wrong. But in that moment, I was like, yo, is this dude serious? Like, you actually saying that right now? Like, it's one thing. Like, you didn't have to pick me. Like, at the end of the day, he didn't have to pick me. He could have just said that, and he could have said something else. But he didn't have like the way he said it. Like, it sounded like he was mocking me or something. And that just did not sit right with my soul. Like, I wanted to slap him, and so I did. I mean, I didn't slap him, but I took his head and I rammed it into one of the walls. But I just started wailing on him. I mean, like going crazy. I started smacking him. I even like I was crying and stuff too. I mean, not one of them like little kid type cries like no, it was just like angry tears and stuff like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't do me like that. Like, and I was wailing on dude. Like, no disrespect to him, obviously. Like, I was like really going in on him. and I was on some insane stuff cause I actually left the locker room. I knocked over a trash can outside, and this one like little counselor helper dude, I forgot his name, but he helped a lot of people. I was just out there going crazy, and he was right there like making sure all was good and stuff. Like cause I don't know what I was on. Like I was on some crazy stuff. Thinking back at it, it was pretty cringe. Cause like I was acting like a wild beast over a fight. Like dude just said stuff to me. I just started going crazy. Then I went outside. Matter of fact, the bell rang, and this one dude, he was walking out the stuff, and I was like chasing, not chasing, but walk behind him like on some like I'm gonna grab you, smack you too type stuff. I don't know why I did that, cause like he literally didn't do anything. But like I said, I was on some crazy stuff. And the crazy thing is, like my gym teacher, he literally like heard and saw none of this. Like he was in his office with the door shut. Like I was literally surprised I got away with it too. And apparently that some teachers did know, but at the same time, like I literally never got in trouble for that fight, like ever. But yeah, as the bell rang and stuff, I just went back to my locker as normal. My locker was like right there where the gym entrance was. So or like one of the we entered the gym through the locker room, so that's like my locker was like right there, like across from the door. So I just went there, still with like tears rolling down my eyes on some crazy stuff. Uh, and people obviously in the locker room started talking to each other about the fight. And actually, I was walking home too, and at this time, I didn't have my brother there because he was in the fifth grade. Yeah, he's a grade below me, so I just walked by myself. And one of my friends, he actually walked up and he was like, "Well, you're a legend for that, huh? How?" Like I still don't understand why he said that, but like then okay, dude, I'm a legend for overreacting to some words, but yeah. And then yeah, I was on some crazy stuff while I was on. I don't know why, but yeah, that was my first fight. Looking back at it, for like a year or two, I was like, bro, I did nothing wrong. I was completely in the right. Dude was trash talking me. He thought he was slick with the comments, so I served him all real quick. But no, that like I was out of pocket for that. Like I shouldn't have beat him up the way I did. But it's over now. We're cool. So don't be instigating stuff at school. No, seriously, I know how some of y'all be like. Please don't go up to them like, haha, you got beat up. You want a round two? Like, oh, this talking trash. Like, I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. It's a story time. But yeah, end of the video. So like or subscribe or something. I don't know.